What's going on, everybody? It's the Wave Report. It's your boy Young One Jonah.
It's your boy Joe Waters, a.k.a.
It's your boy Tremonte, 1/3 of Dark Matter. Bucks fan, trade Jameis Winston. What's happening?
You don't want that problem.
We need to trade him.
Yeah, you know what? Trade him to the Saints. Let him get behind Drew Brees and terrorize y'all for the rest of his career.
He's going to terrorize the Saints before he terrorize the Bucks. Guaranteed.
The black Justin Timberlake, what's up? What we talking about today, fellas?
Nigga, you just introduced yourself?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Tenfold, Justin. What's going on, man? How y'all been doing, man? What's poppin'? Talk to me.
Man, I've been in sync with everything. I had to say bye to some of my old problems, and like life has been good.
What old problems are you referring to?
This old senorita, had to tell her, cry me a river. I felt justified.
You
I
felt
felt justified in doing it.
That's clever.
I felt real justified. I just told her I'm a man of the woods.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to say something, so I just had to, I just had to tell her, it's tearing up my heart.
Fair enough.
When you with her?
You were, I don't want to say, yeah.
And when you are apart?
I feel it too.
Right?
No matter what?
I feel this pain. Sorry, I get a little.
What's been going on this week for you, Jonah?
Man, I've been wilding as usual. Grinding and whatnot, man. I did have an interesting conversation.
Uh-oh. You know about these conversations?
You have a lot of these.
I do. I really do. I got too many female friends. Anyway,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We're just gonna
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Think about that. Come on.
Yeah, don't think too hard.
Nah. Pause.
Don't think too hard. So I was having a conversation and we got on to this thing where I felt like Shawty was being a little heartless, a little unattached, and it posed a question in my head: are these women these days still emotional creatures? As primarily emotional creatures, more so than men.
Wait, you said you talked to a woman who was not emotional?
Yeah, I really did.
They make them?
Yeah.
I know a couple.
I ain't get an ID
Literally
number,
a couple,
yeah.
though.
It's like
You met a couple like that?
I know a couple. I have a couple in my phone.
that's like a Charizard Pokemon card, but it's
I never
rare.
played Pokemon, so I
Holographic?
don't really know what you're referring to.
Hey.
But
That's a good thing.
I never played it, never watched it, none of that.
Nah, I never watched
What kind of
it.
childhood
But
did you have?
What'd you watch?
Hey, anyway, I know some women who are detached. To answer your question, are women still primarily emotional
Yeah.
creatures?
At the core, man, are they still...
That's a good question.
Things changing.
I don't think they're as emotional as like when we were coming up. But yeah, they're still very emotional. But I think it's for good reason though. I think it's for good reason.
You gotta elaborate.
A lot of the time, it got to do with us.
What you mean?
See, look. What, are you shaking your head? You don't want to take no
Carry
accountability?
on, sir.
You want to take no
Carry on,
accountability?
sir.
A lot of
Carry on,
times, it's
sir.
due to us.
Why you say that?
Because we're not considerate. We're not as considerate to their emotional state a lot of the time. We think a lot of the time they just tripping. Sometimes they just tripping. Most of the time it comes, there's a deep-rooted cause. And because most of us are impatient with women, we just think
That's a fact.
they're supposed to understand our logic. But that's not how women work. Sometimes they just want an ear. Sometimes they just want to vent. They don't want to hear logic. Even though that's how we think, okay, you're going to tell me the situation. I'm not just going to sit there and just listen to you not do anything, right?
I mean, even if it can save their life.
I'm solution-based.
Even if it can save their life, should we not give this logical...
No, you should, but it's all about timing. You shouldn't give it to them while they're being emotional. They're not going to hear you.
Okay.
But a lot of times it stems from something we did. Even if it's not you directly,
Right.
like your girl or your wife may be going off on you for something the previous guy did.
Yeah.
But if you don't talk to her, you don't communicate, you'll think she's just tripping. But she's never gotten over that. And she's bringing it to the new relationship.
Okay.
So I'm not saying like it's your fault directly or it's our specific fault or whoever the woman may be dating at the time. It just may come from a long line of her own mess ups because the woman is responsible just as the man is responsible. But I'm saying we do play a part in
Joe,
how emotional
the women in 2018, scale of 1 to 10, what's the emotional scale?
this nigga.
86.
Let's say so. Wow.
86.
They on 86, y'all?
Why? Why are they emotional though?
So let me say this very, very clearly. Ladies, if you are watching, remember, at Joe Waters MC, I was like, all smoke. All smoke. I'm going to say this very simple, bro. Men, right? Men, us, my brothers, my brethren,
Yes, sir.
logical. Women, my ladies, my sisters, my queens, rational. 2, don't mix. So, something goes on in my life. What's the logical way for me to get out of this? I did something wrong. I messed up somewhere. I got something going on. I need to find a logical conclusion. Women, how do I rationalize this, that, or that action? You know what? This person hurt me because they said something to me, so I rationalize it instead of actually looking for a logical conclusion to the situation. Women, I'm not being prejudiced, it's not actually a negative statement. Women generally tend to be more rational. They have to rationalize every step and every move that they make going forward. Men, generally, we just find a logical conclusion. All right, so, she stinks. So my logic tells me I'm not going to mess with her. Women, she stinks. It's probably, maybe she ran out of maybe her pH balance is off. Maybe we should get her some soap. We should all put some money in together and get her a basket.
Have you ever heard a female say something like that?
Yes.
Oh, bro, we live 2 different lives then.
No, I've had women say, yo, she
I've had women do this. Oh, she stink. Oh, my God. This bitch didn't take no shower, goddamn. This bitch walked out the door like this.
Yeah.
And in that same sentence, you need to go buy some soap. There's a rationale to it. Yeah, she stank, but you gonna tell her she need to get some. You need to go. Little girl, you need to go down to Walgreens, go to aisle 3, and you need to get this lotion. You need to get this. And you need to go get a balm. You need to go to Bed Bath and Beyond. They got a 3 for $5 right now, and I need you to get all of those and put all of them in the water at the same time. It'll help your coochie because your coochie. Generally, women tend to lean towards a rational state. Sorry, bro.
You mean their type of rational?
Yeah. Oh no, we would never understand that rational.
That's what I mean.
We would never understand.
There you go. I like that. I prefer that statement. But
We would never understand.
how I feel is this, bro. I'm going to be 100. I think niggas is more emotional in these streets than these females.
Today?
Nigga, always.
I can't agree.
I don't know.
This is how, man. This is how. Growing up, how many times have you seen, you probably haven't been involved with it because y'all some real players for real. True players
wouldn't
for
say
real.
that. You know
That's
what
my
I mean?
nigga for real.
I'm a son of God.
I'm a monk.
How many times y'all saw dudes fighting over females?
Yeah. I
Or
seen
fighting over-
niggas
I've
get
seen dudes fight over it.
pushed off the earth over
Over
a female.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like war over a female.
Yeah.
You don't think that's emotional?
Yeah, it's pure emotion.
Pure.
It's pure emotion.
How often have we seen that? Like
How
more
often?
time?
How often have you seen women fighting each other over a dude too?
Facts.
I've seen that too.
I've seen that
Now,
more. I've
what
seen
about
that more.
this? Now, what about this? Dudes who fly off the handle about any and everything. You know what I mean? Like they're in a relationship with a female, she can do the smallest thing, and he blows up, and it turns into like a biggest MMA scene, and
Yeah.
damn near about to put his hands on her and whatnot. He flipping tables and whatnot. Like, is that not emotional?
That is emotional. But
I would
I've
say
seen, if I had to lean towards the side, I've seen women do the exact same thing you're talking about, more so than I've seen men.
Okay.
Here's where I probably might.
Now let me make this point real quick. I said that, and your answers really back this statement. I felt this way my whole life. I don't think no one's more emotional than the next. I don't think there's a serious separation between that. I believe everybody is emotional at some level.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean? Everybody rationalizes at some level. And I think more times than not, when certain things happen, it creates a stigma. So I believe over the years of certain things happening, females have gotten a rep to be emotional creatures. I don't believe that that's what it is. I think everything is rooted in something. When you talk about that dude, like the example I gave, the dude who's throwing chairs and flipping everything for the smallest thing, he's insecure.
Yeah.
His emotions, his emotional responses to these things are rooted in his insecurities. Yeah. That female who fighting over his dude who she know don't want him is rooted in her insecurity. She don't love herself. You know what I mean?
True.
But before Joey speaks, I think as we grow, people don't have. You're supposed to, at least we're told, that you're supposed to have a more manageable way to deal with your emotions as you grow.
Right. True.
Some people don't reach that apex in their life. They feel, if I could react like this when I was 18, I could do it when I'm 30 or I'm 31.
Because that's what they used to?
Yeah. And men, contrary to popular belief, guys, if I see my man, and y'all can tell me if I'm lying, if you see your man wilding out over a chick that is not really his to begin with, you're going to tell him, dog, she a hoe, she not worth it.
Yeah.
Women don't really do that. They be like, girl, go off on him. I'll come with you and go off on him. A lot of dudes gonna try to stop their man like, dog, it's not worth it. You're gonna go to jail.
You're looking to fool.
Yeah, women are more so, like, they'll support the foolishness. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all will support the foolishness. I've heard tons of stories.
I mean, I heard a rapper.
I've heard tons of stories.
I heard a rapper once
I've watched Maury.
I heard a rapper once say, he's a little overrated, but he said, you whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe, you broke, it ain't yours, and everybody know, like, dudes will say that. I don't, honestly, for me, like, so I probably am the wrong guy on this because I grew up
There's
around,
an emotional statement in that rap.
No.
Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, like, I grew up around a lot of Spanish women and a lot of black women, and I grew up around a lot of older of both categories. And from my personal experience, there is equal emotion on both sides. But I think both of those emotions between a woman and between a man, they both graduate differently. I think for a dude, his emotions graduate from his insecurities, and a lot of times that causes him to react outwardly. And a woman, I feel like those emotions turn into insecurities, and they allow them to react inwardly. So, like, I think a lot of times a woman will, or a dude will, yeah, like you said, throw the table or flip the table, or he'll do something like that everybody can see. A woman will get in the man's face, will do everything she can, but try to, I don't know, like, I feel like more of a, I'm going to figure out a way to make him pay.
Yeah.
Dudes will just, I'm going to break the table, I'm going to do whatever I can, and women will say, no, I'm going to figure out a way to make him pay. Like the plot and the scheme starts so that they can get, like,
so
we're
who's
going to
more
get
logical? So who's really more logical?
I think initially the man's more logical, but if there is no logic as it continues, the woman will become more logical.
So I'm saying dudes can be at an 86 too.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, it just, everybody's different. I don't want to typecast all women because there's some women who, quite frankly, it just falls right off the bat. And those insecurities never show because it's just not there. There are still beautiful queens out there who know they value. And know what they're worth, and know what they'll put up with, and know what they'll tolerate. And quite frankly, they're worth more than just to even react in that way, period. So they'll just move on and call it a day.
All right, we should move on too. You mentioned something about
somebody being overrated.
Overrated.
He's smoking.
I got a question
crack,
for you. This just
cocaine.
came in my head, bro.
What's up?
What's the most overrated rapper? Matter of fact, all time. What's the most
all time?
All time.
All time.
I'm jumping out the window.
Y'all want me to go?
All time?
Because I know I'm going to ruffle some
All
feathers. I told you I live on the edge.
You live on the edge.
All
jump.
time?
Let me see you jump.
The most overrated hip-hop artist, talking about hip-hop,
Hip-hop.
of all time is Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is the most overrated hip-hop artist. You see, they left. I'm going to take the pilot, man.
I ain't trying to get struck when that thunder come down.
Lauryn Hill is the most overrated hip-hop artist of all time. You want me to tell you why she's the most overrated hip-hop artist of all time? The miseducation of Lauryn Hill, right? What happened after that? Can anybody tell me? Anybody? Miseducation of Lauryn Hill? What happened after that? Y'all like her because she comes off deep and she don't wear deodorant. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, and we're talking about hip hop artists. We have to include their impact and their professionalism and all of that. When was the last time Lauryn Hill was on time for a concert? Oh, everybody quiet. When was the last time Lauryn Hill was on time for a concert since she's so legendary? Oh, okay. Oh, she was with the Fugees, right? She wasn't there by herself. She could have been a star, but people live off the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. People live off the album that she didn't write completely by herself.
Oh Lord!
She didn't write completely by herself. You can Google it. You don't even have to look. You don't even have to listen to Robert Glasper, although he's telling the truth. You can look up his interview when he's talking about Lauryn Hill, although he's telling the truth. Just Google who got the credit for Miseducation Lauryn Hill album, because they did a payout. And the people who didn't get credited got paid. So she didn't write it all herself. I know she one of y'all heroes and y'all look up to her and all that. I don't care about none of that. As far as other hip hop artists, she is the most overrated, and she hasn't put out. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Michael Jordan, right? He had 6 rings. Floyd Mayweather's undefeated. Kobe had 5 rings, right? Imagine if they won 1 championship and didn't win anymore. Would they be glorified? Lauryn Hill put out 1 album that she didn't write completely herself, and y'all put her in the upper echelon of hip hop artists of all time. I think y'all need to be shot down. She is the most overrated hip hop artist of all time. Y'all living off, it's 2018, man. Nobody cares about Lauryn Hill no more. Y'all gotta stop living in the past. I see a lot of y'all, oh, we don't look back in the past. Leave Lauryn Hill in the past. It's over. Now, do I think the artists today are better than Lauryn Hill? I wouldn't go that far. But she is the most overrated hip hop artist of all time in my book. I don't care if y'all get mad. If you look at it objectively and remove your feelings out of it, you'll see. Easily the most overrated hip hop artist of all time. Easily.
What's your social media?
Tremonte 2049 on Instagram. I'm Tremonte on Facebook. You can just add the waiver report. I'll respond to you. Because all you're going to say is, she probably Miseducation Lauryn Hill. She didn't write it. I thought we were supposed to take accountability for our actions. That's what I thought we were supposed to do as adults. Maybe I'm wrong.
When we started this show, I agree with Joe. I like all the smoke. The smoke is good.
Except this one. Matter of fact, who do y'all think? Because y'all may have more surprising names than me.
More
who do y'all
surprising
think?
than Lauryn Hill?
She easily. That's easy, though. That's easy.
I'm not here to debate, and I won't debate the Lauryn Hill, name drop. But I want to ask you, Joe.
Nope. You next. I gotta say out of this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There needs to be space between.
Go ahead.
Lauryn Hill. No, you go. You go. I don't want to follow Lauryn.
Next
Hill.
time y'all go to a Lauryn Hill concert and she show up 4 hours late, y'all come back and holler at the wave report.
Now, I don't have a very eloquent rant as my brother Tay had. I don't. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna say flat out, Biggie is one of the most.
That's why you my boy. Let me get some. That's why you my boy.
Overrated.
That's why you my boy. I'm not from New York. I'm not from New York.
I'm not from New
Biggie
York.
had one album
Joe
alive.
Signing off from the Wave Report.
One album alive. He had one album alive.
Dead ass B. Dead ass B.
He from New York, so you gotta understand his feelings for Biggie. Go ahead and explain.
Listen, man. One album
Alive.
A second album, he don't even know what happened on that thing.
Go ahead.
No control of it, no creative control
Preach.
of it. We don't know what it would have been if Big was still alive.
Preach.
And I feel like people are doing too much.
Go ahead.
Ciroc in the chalice.
Cause I can help you out with this argument. This is easy too.
It's to me that it seems like people are putting Big on a pedestal for what would have happened if he still was alive.
Yeah.
And for me, nobody knows what happened. Because who really knew DMX would fall off the way he did? A great artist, you know what I mean? Who knew what kind of demons would come across the path of Biggie Smalls?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Nobody knows. So we can't use an argument of what could have been to put somebody on a pedestal for so long. This man is not even in my top 5, bro. That's just real talk.
Ain't in my top 5
Ain't no
either.
body of work.
Yeah.
Ain't no real true body of work. Lil Wayne over Biggie.
Easy.
Easy money.
Easy.
I want
Oh,
all the smoke
we
now.
talking about the Biggie.
I want all the
You
smoke
talking about the
now.
Biggie, the Rated Dot Biggie? When
You
he was a child on the cover?
Yeah,
And he took that from
who?
Nas, Illmatic. Yeah.
I ain't from New York, man.
Yeah.
I take the smoke. What's happening? I'm in Florida all day. I'm chilling. I'm cooling. Come down and see me. The humidity's nice right now. Big is overrated, and that's how I feel. Waters, who is your most overrated artist of all time?
We got Lauryn Hill and Biggie. Both of these are easy.
These
to
are
me.
heavy names too, bro.
Both of these are easy to me.
I feel somewhat blasphemous, but the truth is what it is. I feel like bro is overrated.
The fascination with dead people, man. Y'all gotta
His
roll,
impact
man.
wasn't even
The
as
dead bury the dead, man.
His impact wasn't even as big as Pac's.
At all.
No sir.
At all.
It's a difference when you influence the world rather than influencing a coast. There's a difference. We always put them two together. They don't even deserve to be there.
At all.
I see one over the other for sure.
So let me understand
And
something.
I ain't talking about lyrically. Big was nice lyrically.
Let me understand
They're
something.
great MC.
So you said Lauryn Hill because she didn't write her own music, right?
And other things. But yeah, amongst other
That
things.
was a long rant. I tried
Yeah.
to shut my ears off.
You said Biggie because of what?
Everything I said.
What are the two reasons why Biggie
Oh,
is
you
on
should
your
have
most
listened.
overrated
Dead
list?
ass, B. You should have listened. Dead
Nah,
ass.
I'm asking for your top. Give me your top two reasons why Biggie is not on your list.
Body of work
Body of
is
work.
not there.
Okay.
And miss me with the what would have been shit. We don't know.
So you're saying if he had stayed alive,
We don't know.
so you don't deny that the first album was great. The first album.
First
was
album
great.
classic.
Great.
So both of y'all are saying that two artists who have classic albums
Yeah.
are on your overrated list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the question?
The most overrated hip hop artist of all time.
Kanye West.
Kanye West has
easy.
Kanye West has 3 classics.
Kanye West has easily 3 classics.
Why is he on your overrated list?
Two of them he didn't write.
Might be a fault.
I don't think he wrote any
Two
of
of
them.
them
Might
he
be a
didn't
fault.
I don't think he wrote any of them.
Might be a
Two
fault.
of them he didn't write.
Might have 4 classes.
Kanye West is on my list, and here's why.
This is deep.
You guys worship Kanye West because he introduced a style
He introduced a couple styles. Let's get that right.
that he didn't introduce to the game at all.
Oh, okay then.
You worship Kanye West
Okay then.
because he introduced a rhyme scheme that he didn't introduce to the game at all.
Who worships him for a rhyme scheme? I
You
would
worship
love to know.
Kanye West because he gave you a body of work that he
Amazing
didn't write
body
at
of
all.
work. Amazing body. of
Kanye
work.
West wrote half of his first album. Kanye West wrote 3/4 of his second album. Kanye West arguably didn't write any part of his third album. You want to fact check me? Look at the credits of each one.
Graduation?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
didn't write none of Graduation?
No, he wrote 2 songs on Graduation.
He wrote 2 songs on Graduation.
He's always had help.
Of course.
Kanye
Admittedly,
West,
yeah.
no,
Of course.
Kanye West is on my list.
And we also heard
He-
from one of his writers who said he didn't give Kanye whole verses. So let's not say Saha.
I'm sorry. If I sue somebody and they say, "Hey, here's money, shut up," then I shut up. If I take that money,
Yeah.
I don't buy the what I say in public stuff.
Oh, so Saha sued him for his money?
So why didn't Saha say something when they were beefing? Saha didn't say anything.
Saha sued him for his money?
I didn't say that.
I don't know.
So what we talking
If I
about?
give
So
you
what we
money,
talking about?
if I give you
What
money
we
to
just-
shut up,
I could have sworn we just
I
said
said,
saying.
my statement was, if I give you money to shut up and you shut up, you play ball, you play nice, then
Actually,
you're back into the
I
fold.
give you money for the lines you wrote me. That's what it really is. You wrote me some lines. You didn't write me a whole 16.
You just validated
You wrote
my
me
point.
some lines.
You just validated
We
my
all
point.
know that. That's exactly what I had just said. It wasn't whole 16s given. It was lines given.
Okay.
It's confirmed by Saha himself in interviews. This is his process.
Do you think
Once again, Biggie wrote his rhymes.
That's cool.
Biggie wrote rhymes for others.
That's cool.
Jay-Z wrote some of Kanye West's rhymes.
Maybe.
Saha wrote some of Kanye West's
Rhyme
rhymes.
Fest?
Okay.
Rhymefest wrote some of Kanye
Consequence?
West's rhymes.
These are facts.
There's a long list of people writing for
Drake?
this guy.
Yeah,
Drake
Drake.
definitely wrote some of Kanye West.
Oh, the irony.
The
know, right?
person that y'all worship just is the face of his own movement. He ain't putting in the work behind his own movement. Now y'all talk about Kanye West, you tell me, yo, when I talk about Kanye, they say, yo, Kanye gave me a classic body of work. He did the, you hear the instrumentations on this? Give me some of your best Kanye West songs. He didn't produce the beat on it. Some of the best Kanye West songs on his first album that y'all always like to bring up that he didn't produce some of the beats on. Jesus Walks is one that people like to bring to me so much.
Who wrote that?
He didn't produce the beat.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying who wrote it.
Who wrote it? Could have been Kanye.
Rhymefest wrote it.
Could have been Rhymefest. Yeah. Could have been somebody else.
Could have
but
been
the
me.
fact is, when you look at the credits, it's not just Kanye West by himself. You guys worship somebody that when he puts out garbage, y'all try to defend it. The last album, Yay, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all tried to tell me that was a great album.
They said that?
It wasn't.
I want to know who said it. You saying some wild stuff.
When
Who's saying
Yeezus
some
came
of these
out,
things?
when Yeezus came out, y'all tried to tell me it was a great album.
Oh, no.
It wasn't.
Who told you that one
The
too?
album in between that, y'all tried to tell me was a great album.
In between what?
It wasn't.
In between what?
What was the Life of Pablo? Was not a great album.
Nah, Life of Pablo was dope.
Wasn't a great album. Life of Pablo was not a great album. Y'all tell me it was a great album.
dope.
You know why? Because it was
Life of Pablo was
Kanye
dope.
West. You tell me it was a great album because it was Kanye West. There were 3 songs on there that were produced and written by completely other people. There were songs by. There was a song on there that was called.
Now, my question to you is this, Joe. Does that really matter? Because we know him to be in the game as a producer 1st. He's more known as a producer and respected as a producer more so by his peers than being a rapper. So does this really, most of this argument, does it really matter for Kanye? I don't think so.
Is Kanye West in anybody's top 10? He is.
Yeah.
He's in people's top 10.
He's in people's top
He's in
5.
people's top 5.
As an overall artist and his production is played.
What was the topic? The topic was the most overrated rapper of all time.
Hip hop artist, yeah. Hip hop artist.
Hip-hop
Kanye
artist.
West is top 5 album sales
Now,
all time.
Are we going to zoom in just as a rapper? Is he
You
overrated
said
as a rapper?
you said hip hop rap or hip hop artist.
In that
So as an
hip-hop-
artist,
in that
artist
hip-hop
is
artistry-
first. Artist is
okay,
first.
artist. Now, since we isolated artists, part of his artistry is his production, is his arrangement, is his overall concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been garbage. Started out great.
How is it overrated? We can have arguably 4 classics. How is that the most overrated of all time?
Well, one, I can't buy the Lauryn Hill argument because she left the game because Lauryn Hill got blackballed by the entire industry while still signed to a contract. So Lauryn Hill had to go away because it was either sell my soul or go away. Lauryn Hill went away for a reason. The other rapper who I don't know what type of foolishness he was on. He legitimately at one point
Legitimately died.
he ran hip hop. He was number 1 on everywhere in hip hop when he was alive.
Man.
People talk about Tupac all the time. Tupac wasn't number 1 when Biggie was out. Tupac had to compete. He had to fight. He had to create a beef just to get a number 1 album when there was no Bad Boy album out.
Sounds desperate. Sounds emotional.
86%. Kanye West? It's funny. Kanye West was never over Jay-Z. Kanye West was...
But who is, though?
Right.
Well, I mean, if we're talking top artists,
There are some
Kanye
people-
West was the best product of Rockefeller
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
So he came out onto a label that actually, they promoted him, they pushed him.
Right.
We love Kanye because we grew with Kanye. That Kanye, when that Kanye died, because we don't have that guy no more. Of
course
when
not.
that Kanye died, everything that he's put out after has been trash. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that somebody is still he's still top 10. Kanye would have been better if he died. He would have been better
cold.
if he died. So
Y'all
since he's still
cold-blooded.
here, he's rating himself out of not only the top 5, not even Kanye. He's arguably in the top 20, maybe top 25. There's
y'all
better
cold-blooded.
artists than Kanye West.
Y'all
J. Cole's
cold-blooded.
better than Kanye West as an artist. Kendrick Lamar's better than Kanye West now as an artist.
Y'all cold-blooded, man.
When it's all said and done, I think the arguments be different.
Lauryn Hill, Kanye West,
Trash.
Biggie Smalls. Y'all let us know out of those 3. Or you can add on who you think the most
50
overrated
Cent should be
hip-hop artist.
50 Cent is number 4.
He wild,
Easy.
man. He wild.
He's definitely
50 is
overrated.
number 4.
He's overrated, but he don't deserve to be mentioned in this.
50 is number 4.
We don't want to even think about 50 right now. That's so irrelevant.
Tupac might be on my list.
We're going to stop it right here, fellas. We're going to stop it right here.
Okay.
And we're going to get back later. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It's the Wave Report. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube.
Facts.
Make sure y'all follow us on the SoundCloud. Make sure y'all follow us on the Instagram, the Wave Report 813. Make sure y'all comment. engage, share. Let's get this moving, man. Talk to us because we talk back.
Holla back.